I guess I should start the year off with a take.
All right, what's your take, Connor?
All right, so my take. So I was at Didus and Emily's house, and he asked if I wanted anything to drink. I was like, yeah, sure. I'll have some water. So I pour myself some water. And he's like, no ice? Really? I was like, yeah, I like it. I like it less when it's cold. So my take is that I don't like cold water. I think the room temperature water is tastier.
Is that?
It's easier to drink. That's my take for the year.
Welcome to Trash Taste 2023, where we're starting off with a banger.
I've been holding this back because we saw each other 2 days ago, and I really wanted to be like, is this weird? I'm like, oh, this is not weird, right?
We're going to be like in Trash Taste 2024, and we're going to be like, you know what? Smiling, overrated, kind of. I kind of like...
I just had this conversation, and he made me feel like I was weird for liking water that was straight from the fucking tap, just room-ass temperature. I mean, I just want to be able to drink it right then. Like, if it's too cold, my mouth gets too cold, and then my esophagus feels like it's freezing. I just want to have the drink right away.
Sounds like a skill issue to me.
Maybe it is a skill issue.
Is there a reason you just... Okay, yeah. Since we're declaring war against cold water...
Listen, I'm not against cold water. Do I hate it when I'm in America and they give me a cup of water and it is 99% ice and 1 drop of water? Yeah, I hate that shit.
So like, are you just like a no ice person no matter what?
I'm like a 1-2 cube guy max. Like, I want it to like lightly cool the water. Like, I don't want that shit to be ice cold. Like,
lightly cool.
I want the illusion that I'm cooling it without cooling it.
Is it possible that I just have a take that's the same as you? Because I'm like, no, give me all the fucking ice. Just if you're gonna put if you're gonna put
this feels like an AI generated conversation, like a Trash Taste.
If you're gonna put ice cube in it, just fucking fill that shit up. I don't want 1 or 2. I want the entire glass or nothing, man.
And on brand, I'm just in a position where I'm kind of just like,
listen.
Give me both, bro. I don't give a shit.
Fair,
this is not that I don't.
Both is fine.
I'm not like I'm dying on this hill. It's like I just did it, and I felt attacked. That Didus was like, "How dare you not have ice?"
To be fair, I don't care that much. It's just my Southeast Asian blood. Like when we have ice there, we need to fill that shit up to the brim because the ice melts so quickly. So I've just gotten accustomed to having...
you grab it, the hands
basically, right? Basically. Okay, here's something even more outrageous that Thailand does. Right?
Outrageous?
Yeah, outrageous. Okay.
Do you mean egregious?
Okay. Sorry.
Outrageous.
Egregious, sorry.
I fuck up the words all the time. We have like 900 clips.
Outrageous.
Okay, you talk about putting ice cubes in water, right? So here's what they do in Thailand.
I know you're going to tell me now. I already hate it.
They serve you the beer.
Yeah, I know.
And then they put
with ice?
With ice in it. And they give you ice, man. And some places have the ice already in the cup where you pour the beer. And it's...
Why?
It's because of the weather.
Okay,
because of the
question
weather.
Because I want to get to the bottom of this.
Yes.
Is Thai beer made or I guess like brewed in a way where it's better cold? Or is it just like any other beer? Where if you put it with some fucking ice cubes and it's like, what the fuck?
It's kind of like any other beer, honestly.
Yeah, I'm going to have to be like, no, that's not allowed.
I was going to give it the benefit of the doubt if it was like brewed differently where it's like, oh, it's actually better served chilled. But like, no.
Okay, but here's the real question. Which of the 2 evils would you prefer? A warm beer or a beer with ice in it? Because you ain't getting a cold beer in Thailand that like maintains itself, okay? So you have 2 options. Either you drink a warm beer or you drink a beer with ice in it. And I'm gonna be honest, I choose the ice cube, man. To me, having a refreshing feeling with a beer is the lesser of the 2 evils.
Hold up. Would you put ice cubes in a glass of wine? Because this is the same kind of question we're at. You're compromising the drink. Obviously, with stuff like whiskey, there's arguments there, and some people say the water helps the flavor. But with beer, that's flat out just no. You do not. You don't put water in beer.
To be fair, I've never had warm beer nor beer with ice cubes.
You've had a warm beer. You must have been when you were at college or something, right? Like you just forgot to put it in the fridge. You're like, all right, well, I'll just take a warm beer.
Well, I mean, is that warm?
It's like room temp.
Yeah. Okay, room temp is a bit different to warm.
Well, I mean, how warm can it be? I mean,
room temperature in Thailand is very different from room temperature in other places in the world.
No, it's like Thailand is like, shit.
Because sometimes you have a barbecue in the summer and it gets, the beer gets really warm because you ran out of ice in the cooler, and it's like, all right, well, it's whatever. Warm beer is fine, but putting water in beer and ice, having like dilute all into the beer, that's
watered down
nasty.
beer is a little bit gross.
Nasty. Yeah. As if like Coors Light wasn't drinkable, like it wasn't like fucking what's the word? It's hard enough to drink some beers. Why the fuck would you want to put water in it?
It's okay. Yeah, I'm not going to defend this obviously because both are like awful in my mind, but like my strat in Thailand is like if you have let's say a glass full of ice, for example, cools it down very quickly so it doesn't get like too watered down. So and since there's like less volume, you can drink it more quickly as opposed to like letting it get watered down. I choose that evil over having warm beer because there's just something about I'm not like a fan of like warm water in general, unless it's kind of like I'm ill or something.
I fucking love warm water. It's like it reminds me of tea. I love
warm water is like watered down tea.
I have occasionally just drank in warm water.
Yeah.
I'm just like fuck it. I want the feeling of tea without having to make a tea. I don't know why.
I'm not too sure about that.
I don't know. It's close enough. It's close enough.
Not sure about that one, Chief.
I have dog shit takes. All right, this is my dog shit take of the year.
Why
right?
don't they just what I don't understand, right, is that obviously it's hot outside, right?
Yeah.
And you want to keep the beer as cold as you possibly can.
Yes.
So why don't they just do that thing where they do in Japan, where they just shove the beer like glass in like a freezer or something, so that it's like chilled out.
Yeah, I thought about this
And then immediately pour the beer, and then if it starts to get warm, just fucking neck it. Problem solved. In Australia, we don't have to fucking worry about it's hot as shit in Australia.
I wonder why the glass strat isn't the go-to.
Yeah, just use the glass strat.
That's just like a lot of like fridge space though, you know, that.
Is storing all those ice cubes.
Actually, I'm wondering how like Japan is like so optimized with space because in most places, like having like a fridge full of glasses, that's just a fridge that you're basically like not using for food or other drinks.
Well, I guess, let's break down the logistics here, right? Okay. Let's say you're cooling the drinks. Obviously, they stay cooler for longer. That's the benefit.
Yeah.
You probably can't store all of your drinks in a cooler, though, right? Like you probably don't have a big enough thing to put all the drinks if you're a business selling drinks all day. But maybe the glass is cool quick enough where you could just shove them in because it's they fill up with ice.
Yeah.
So they don't take up that much room. So maybe it can work. I don't know. You can stack drinks right outside for like ages. I feel like I don't know. This is like a weird complex. Maybe I feel like the bigger problem is that if you're giving glasses out to everyone, right?
Yeah.
Like if you give a bottle, you sell it, it's done.
Yeah.
You don't have to worry about getting it back, right? If you give a drink with a glass, you have to get rid of the glass that you poured the beer out of, and then now you have to try and get the beer glass back.
Yeah, and also that also means every
This
time
sounds so complicated in my head.
Every time you order a new beer, you need a new cool glass with it, right?
I imagine most of it's cans as well.
Most of it's bottles actually.
Oh, bottles?
Yeah,
Okay,
glass
all right.
bottles.
Okay.
So it's especially if you go to like the local kind of bars and restaurants, they don't really have like beer on tap. Like Singer beer, Singer beer isn't good enough that it like deserves to be on tap. I'm gonna say that out loud. Okay, no Chang beer. It's kind of like it's mostly just in like glass bottles. So, I mean, if they were,
why don't they just shove the glass bottles in the freezer, and then you can just drink straight out of that?
The freezer.
Well, in a cool environment so that it's frozen down so that you can just drink directly rather than pouring it into a glass, just drink it straight out of the bottle.
I think the problem is that ice cubes are really fucking easy to make.
But they also take up space.
Yeah, but I think you can make them pretty quickly, and I think maybe keeping glasses in a fridge will take a while. I think the solution is that making a shit ton of ice cubes is easy.
Yeah,
and that keeping glasses cooled and stuff is complicated.
It just doesn't seem like intuitive in any way.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, I feel like it's probably something that started and then they just kept doing.
Yeah.
Maybe they haven't thought. I don't know. I don't know. Fucking fridges are expensive.
Yep. Thailand, come on, man. What the fuck? Come on.
I don't know.
Like to me, this is just like the equivalent of being like, oh, I'm gonna make some ice cubes, so I'm gonna take some cold water and then boil it, wait till it cools down, and then turn it into ice cubes. It's like it's like two steps in one when you can just go straight to the one step.
Yeah,
I guess.
Come on, Thailand, get your shit together.
Either way, man, I'm not excited for beer in Thailand. That's for sure. I'm gonna be like, no ice, please, no ice.
Will they say anything if you say no ice?
How do I say no ice?
Sorry?
How do I say no ice?
Most places in Thailand speak English, so
okay. All right.
Especially if like you're in Bangkok, just ask for no ice. It's pretty.
Well, they give you a weird look if you say no ice.
No, I think most tourists go through this like conundrum when they go to Thailand. They like, why are they serving ice
Bro, a
cubes?
German would fucking drop dead, dude. It'd be like that. You know that gif of Walter White falling to the ground when he's like with his mouth open? It'd be that. Germans, when they go to Thailand and get offered a beer with ice.
Fucking heart attack.
Yeah, I think they would. I
Probably would.
I think a war would be declared. Germany would remilitarize again. They'd be like, all right, we found a reason.
Yeah.
Oh my
But
god.
does Didas need ice with every glass of water?
I think so, yeah. I think he refuses to drink like water, or is very picky at least. Well, we got to get him on. We'll get him on.
Yeah, we'll get him on
like
next
a week
time.
too, and I can grill him more about this because I felt attacked. You know,
Is that an American thing, you think?
dude? Yeah, they fucking love it
'Cause they love
remember,
ice with
remember
everything.
every single like restaurant or diner or anything you go to, you always get the giant fucking like 2-liter cup, like plastic cup with a straw,
And it's
a
not
ton
the
of
ice. It's not the ice. It's not the big ice cubes either. It's
the
like the
shitty
shaved
slushed
ice.
ice.
that's
God,
the,
that ice sucks.
I kind of like it.
No.
no one like the saddest looking thing is with the shaved ice. I'm an advocate of if it's like the shaved like really small cubes, it needs to be up to like the brim. Otherwise, like when you have like the when you have a glass and it's just like a little like one small layer of shaved
That's
ice.
me.
Yeah.
It just looks so sad for me because
I
I'm like
also-
that ice is doing nothing. That ice is literally doing nothing.
I just don't use that ice because I'm just if I like when you because a lot of the time you go to the soda machine and you do it and it's always that shitty ice and you're like, oh, I kind of wanted to like not have my drink be immediately watered down, so I'm just not gonna put it.
But
in.
I like crunching on it when you finish with the
Fuck's
drink.
sake.
It's kind of like. It's nice.
I feel that. I feel
I
that.
think-
Two layers of enjoyment.
I think you guys are the monkey brains on this one, dude. I feel like I'm Giga Brain. Like I'm like third eyeing this shit. Like no ice for me, please.
I don't know, man.
How about tea? How do you feel about
What, do I chew the tea bag? Like
okay, there's like iced tea and there's hot tea. How do you feel about lukewarm tea? Just like room temperature tea.
and, I mean, obviously, it's a lukewarm tea is a tea that has been left out.
Yeah.
And
Same with coffee, you know.
Yeah.
it depends on my mood. I'd say 80% of the time I'll just down it. 20% of the time I'll just throw
Just
it
down
away.
it.
Because I'm like, I'm not excited about it because it's not even warm anymore.
Yeah.
Like it's kind of room temp. I'm like, all right. And then, all right, make another one.
That's someone who's addicted to coffee. Right there.
No, it's tea.
It's like I will swallow my pride because I need this in my body.
Waste tea. That's what That's what the British people conquered the world about. That's what they struggled for.
It's our identity.
I can't throw away what they worked so hard for and ruined the world for.
Yeah. Do you ever like reheat coffee or reheat tea if it's like on
No,
cold?
no, you can't do that. You're not allowed to do that. That's
I'm not allowed to do that.
That's not.
I sometimes do it. Sometimes. I sometimes just like 20 seconds in the microwave. It's
No. That hurts to hear. That hurts to hear.
It's weird because sometimes I'm okay with doing that with coffee, but I just refuse to with my tea. I don't know why. Weird mental thing.
Yeah, coffee, it doesn't work.
Coffee, it doesn't work?
No, tea, it works. Coffee, it doesn't. I don't like doing it with tea. It's like the forbidden technique.
I think it works with coffee. Fine.
No,
I don't have a problem with it.
No.
I mean, I don't let it get to that point.
The Italians are like, Mamma mia, I'm microwaving my coffee over here. What the fuck?
I mean, look, it's like I don't.
No,
Sorry,
I literally took me 5 minutes to process what you said. I was like, "There's no way he said that." That's why it took me so long. What the fuck?
To be fair, 99 times out of 100, I don't let it get to that point. I'm drinking that shit while it's hot. Right, but sometimes you get a little bit busy. You might have to go out for a little bit.
You commit to the iced coffee. You put some fucking ice. You put some fucking ice cubes in it. You don't fucking try and turn it back.
Nah.
That's like it's like. It's like climate change. We've gone too far. We can't. We should just fucking commit. We should just go full hellscape.
No, it's like no. I look at it. I pick it up and I feel it's lukewarm, and I'm like, I can fix you. I just shove you in the microwave.
No.
And then down it.